What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So earlier on today I was asked by multiple people, is now the time to save money? And I want to address what you should be doing, why you should be doing it, and what we should expect moving forward. So if you have any questions whatsoever, please ask your questions down in the comment section below. But let's get to it. Why are people asking about saving money now when we are potentially going to see deflation over the next year? Well, here's the reason why. Many people are worried about the Omicron variant. This is big. This is something that we are going to see not just here in the United States, but all across the world. And this is going to impact everybody. So that is one worry. The second worry is if governments are going to stop putting money back into the economy, providing stimulus, then should we be saving money in the event of another pandemic or an additional disaster? Possibly. But here's what I want to tell you. The truth is, there's many things that you can do. You should be saving money. You should be investing money into real estate. You should be investing money into stocks. You should also be paying off debt, bad debt. Now let's start with that. Why do you pay off debt, and which debt should you pay off? The debt that you do not pay off is a house. You should not be paying down a house faster than you are really required to, because this is some of the cheapest debt you're going to have. Consider this. Let's say you have a 3% mortgage on your home. 3%, but yet normally if you invest into, let's say, a mutual fund or just into the stock market, right, you're going to be getting about 7% per year. So why would you pay more into a home when you can put more into the stock market and get more out of that? Now, this leads us into buying real estate. Even though prices are very elevated, here's what you need to understand. Real estate prices continually go up. Not in a flat line. They go up, they come down, they go back up, they come back down, and they go back up again. That's just the way this market works. So investing in real estate is a great option. But let's address the question, should I be saving money? Here's my answer to you. And this isn't financial advice. You don't have to take this advice. You can do whatever you want with this. But this is what I would suggest. First, have money saved up in an emergency fund. Have at least 3 to 6 months of an emergency fund built up, not in any investments. Something that's very liquid. You can get this money at a moment's notice. Okay? Now, the reason I say this is because, number one, I think the Omicron variant is going to cause a lot of people to panic. Do I think this is more dangerous than the Delta variant? No. According to many experts, it is not more dangerous, it's just more infectious, which means it's going to impact more people. Now, why should you save money because of the Omicron variant? You should save money because my expectation is moving forward over the next 3 to 6 months, we are going to see an even bigger supply chain issue. If you want products that normally come from China, guess what? They're going to be harder to come by, because as of right now, there are certain places that are locking down. Manufacturing plants are shutting down. Remember what happened March of 2020, where many manufacturing plants, businesses, and even countries completely locked down? Well, we can expect that again, because right now researchers do not know enough about the Omicron variant to actually tell us, hey, don't worry, everything's going to be okay. So that's one of the big issues. We also know that across the globe, different economies are actually trying to raise interest rates. They're trying to do this at this time, which is going to cause a lot of issues by raising interest rates when we are still in a pandemic. But that's what many economies are going to have to do, because we are starting to see runaway inflation in many parts of the world. Now, here's something else. Let's address what some experts have been saying regarding the economy. Okay, here in the United States specifically, we got people like Robert Kiyosaki, Michael Burry, Warren Buffett, and Cathie Wood. Now, let's start with Robert Kiyosaki. If you don't know who he is the creator of the Rich Dad, Poor Dad series and games and stuff like that. Robert Kiyosaki, he makes the majority of his money from real estate, but he also sells courses, he has different products, books, things like that. He says there will be an impending crash followed by a depression, but he also has been calling for this for years. So just keep this in mind that yes, he is saying we are going to see an impending crash, a complete crash from our economy. This includes real estate, financials, stocks, right? Everything is going to crash. But then we'll go into a depression. For how long? We don't know. This is his prediction. We got people like Michael Burry. Michael Burry, if you don't know who he is, you may have seen the movie. It's called The Big Short. Michael Burry was one of the ones that called out the housing crisis back in 2008. Now, he says we are in a dangerous bubble, right? We're at peak. We're right at the top. The bubble is about to burst. But again, he's been calling for this for a few years. Now we got people like Warren Buffett. If you don't know who he is, he's one of the billionaires, one of the top, I think he's top 5 richest men in the world, maybe top 10, I don't know now. He is the CEO or founder, I guess, of Berkshire Hathaway. Now, what we know, according to financials, is Berkshire Hathaway has more money sitting on the sidelines right now than they have ever had before. But why? Why is this? So this is something I want to bring to your attention because we're talking about saving money. But billionaires and multimillionaires, they don't save money. We spend it. We put money into investments, real estate, stocks, businesses, right? That's what we are doing. I'm not a billionaire. Far from it. Okay? I've been very successful though with different businesses. What I can tell you, I'm putting money on the sideline. But the reason I'm putting money on the sideline is not because I'm scared. I'm not scared about what's coming. I just know money creates opportunity. So if we see a crash like which happened back in March of 2020, I want to have money on the sideline to be able to go buy, different investments, stocks, real estate, right? Things like that. New businesses where these businesses are hurting, need some money. Someone jumps in with, a bunch of cash, buy a business, there you go. So do I think we should be saving money right now? Yes, absolutely yes. But how much money? So here's what I suggest. I'm not saving 100% of my income. I'm not. I'm investing the majority of my income. So right now I use about 10%, maybe 15% of my monthly income in order to live. 10 to 15%. Okay? We'll just say 15%. Okay? We'll go on the high end. I use 15% of my income for living expenses. Okay? I probably invest, I'd say closer to 40%. Okay? 40. Now again, this is after I take about 50% away from taxes. Okay? So let's clarify that. 50% for taxes. Okay? Then we'll take about 10% for living expenses, 10 to 15%, right? Now, I'm going to take about 20 to 30% of that. Probably we'll just say 25%, right in the middle. 25% put into investments. So that's 25 for investments. That's additional, we'll just say 15 for living expenses. And that means I'm going to save 10%. Now, when I save that 10%, that is not something that I'm worried about, and it's my emergency fund. I have an emergency fund, but that's not it. That savings that I'm talking about, that will go right back into the stock market if we see weeks like we just saw this week and last week. And days like today, where the market was just down, guess what? I was buying. I was saving money in the past few months to invest into days like today. That's what I was doing. Now, let's just look at somebody like Kathy Wood. If you don't know who she is, she runs a ETF called ARK Invest. Now, what I can tell you, Cathie Wood is continuing to buy undervalued stocks. But why is this? Because she knows the market, yes, it may come down, but eventually it will go back up. It will hit that bottom. Okay? We will get some support and it will go up. That's what always happens in the stock market. So, we got people that say a depression's coming. We got somebody calling this a dangerous bubble. We have Warren Buffett and Berkshire Hathaway sitting on more money now than ever before. Then we got somebody like Cathie Wood that continues to buy undervalued stocks. So, here's what you need to understand. People are doing everything. Some are saving money. Some are continuing to invest. Some are staying out of the markets. Some are just trying to maintain their job. But here's what I recommend to you. Everything that I just said, this is the most important thing. If you can just find a way to make more money, save more of that money, and when the opportunity comes, knocking on your door to buy, undervalued stocks, undervalued investments, whether it's a stock, a business, or real estate, do it. Use your money to invest into those things. Because when the markets are coming down, that's when we have the least amount of risk, right? Let's say you buy a home at $150,000 when it's at the bottom of the market, right? Ugliest home on the block, $150,000, right? You buy that home and it just starts going up. You put a little bit of TLC into it and it's going up. Guess what? As it gets more and more expensive, $200,000, $300,000, $500,000. That is much more risky to invest into that at that point than when it was down at $150,000. So again, when the market comes down, that's when you have the least amount of risk, which means it's the best time to jump in. So, what should you be doing right now? Number one thing, figure out a way to make more money. Whatever it is, figure it out. Okay? So if you have any questions whatsoever on what you could do and how you should do it, let me know. Let me know if you have any ideas of what you would like to do. I've done a lot of different things. Okay? I've bought and sold stuff online. I've created websites. I've done affiliate marketing, which I still do. I sell courses. I do YouTube videos. I've done social media marketing. I even had an agency at one point. I've done freelance writing and again, had a freelance writing agency at one point. Okay? I bought and sold different domain names. I've sold stuff on Amazon through Amazon FBA, which is fulfilled by merchant. I've sold stuff on Amazon through Kindle. Okay? I wrote books. I've created t-shirt designs to sell on Amazon as well. I've done a lot of different stuff. So if you have any questions on what you could be doing to make money right now, let me know. Let me know what you like to do, and I'll tell you what's out there that you could do to make some money. So again, thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on the next one.